Look, Tensai, #1. Hey world, this is Ziggy. Um, you know, you might have recognized me from earlier today when I recorded the TNA Lockdown pay-per-view review. That was my first ever wrestling review, so now I'm gonna do the WWE Raw review from London, from jolly old London, England, eh? The first match that kicked off was CM Punk versus Mark motherfucking Henry for the WWE Championship. Now, for a TV match, it was good. It was very decent. It was a good match. It was a good match to kick off the show, literally. I thought going in and out, I thought Mark Henry was going to win the WWE Championship. But my boy CM Punk won it, so it was good. And then we get into the segment where Chris Jericho appeared on the Titantron and sort of called CM Punk out, talking about he saw this mug walking in a doggone pub. So you know what that means. CM Punk has been accused of substance, liquid, if you will, alcohol. And it also led to the announcement that Jericho did, in fact, get a WWE Championship rematch. And it will be at Extreme Rules and it will be under Street Fight rules. So far, I think this feud is meh. It's okay. We got a good match at WrestleMania. Let's see if we can get a good match out of these two at Extreme Rules. The next match on tonight's agenda was for the U.S. Championship, which was Santino Marella, taking on the guy, David Otunga, for the United States Championship. This was one of the two sucky matches of the night. Santino usually is on point, but as we all know, David Otunga sucks ass in the ring. No offense to Marvelous Mark. I love you, Mark. So, we go into another thing, talking about Lord Tensai. Fear the unknown. Fear the unknown. Fear what you don't know. Thought it was good that Tensai spoke for the first time, but so far the Lord Tensai character hasn't been all that. It's been just meh. Just meh. It's nothing to write home about, but it's nothing to write in about either. Just man. So going to the next match, which was Kane and Zack Ryder. Woo woo woo. I bet you didn't know this. Ryder got his ass beat tonight. Holy shit. What was the point of this match? Like, Zack Ryder, like, really, what was the point? Because all Kane did was take his mask off, the Jason Voorhees looking mask off, beat Zack Ryder's ass, choke slam him, and told Randy Orton, I enjoy father and son moments. This brings a tear to my eye. Which makes me believe Zack Ryder shouldn't have never been in this freaking match. It was sweet. I also believe that, again, what was the point of freaking... That was the biggest question of the night tonight was, what was the point of anything? I mean, what was the point of Santino defending the U.S. title against Saki Otunga? What was the point of freaking Kane and Ryder? And then the next match, what I'll get to in a second, was a real Dolph Ziggler versus the. Wait. Before I get to that one, let me get to the most over match of the night, which was Mr. Yes! 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 Man, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. The match where Daniel Bryan renamed the LaBelle Lock the Yes Lock. Let me know down below what you think. Is it a good move or a bad move to rename the LaBelle Lock the Yes Lock? And props to England for staying hyped during this whole thing. Now I get to talk about Dolph Ziggler and Brodus Clay. Now I get to talk about Dolph Ziggler and Brodus Clay. All I gotta say is I love Brodus Clay. I love the gimmick so far. Entertain the fuck out of me. Somebody call me mama. Somebody call me mama. Somebody call me mama. But is this how you really use Dolph Ziggler? And is he gonna feud with Jack Swagger? And another thing, is the light-skinned girl more of a pussy than the black one, of course? Those questions and more. Oh yeah, one more question. Did what's her name hump the damn ring tonight? Did what's her name hump the damn ring tonight? I think she did. Now we're talking about the most bogus tag team match. And it consists of Primo and Epico, Rosa, Garden. Lucy, you got some explaining to do for that booty. Anyway, Rosa Mendez with Primo and Epico versus the Great fucking Khali and Big Intercontinental Champion Big Show. Another Y match. Because these tag team guys are very talented. The tag team champs are very talented. Big Show's in an Intercontinental Championship. Got the Intercontinental title. He's supposed to be feuding with, quite honestly, the second Shred Daddy. Off the rope show. Don't take offense to this. But he is supposed to be feuding with the second greatest man that ever lived. In Cody Rhodes. Dashing Cody Rhodes. And he's teaming with the Great Khali. The only thing that came out of this was Abraham effing Washington. Saddam Hussein Washington. Fuck the world! FTW! So then, after that, we get to the main event of the evening. And it was Boston's own John Cena versus Lord Tensai. What do I have to say about this match? Not much. It was a good way to put Tensai against the top guy in Cena. That's one thing. And another thing, it was a good way for Cena to kind of be vulnerable, you know. And that's the only thing I've liked about this Raw after Mania so far. After everybody thought, oh, Cena's gonna win again against The Rock in Mania, and it was like when he lost, it was like it was clean, and it was clean, not like that BS with the Miz. You should have gave the Miz that win. You should have gave it to him. Give it to him. But I digress. But On a serious note, though, Tensai, Lord Tensai, aka A-Train, for those of you who watch wrestling, got a clean win over Cena. A bit some interference by his worshiper. And David A. Sucky Otunga. Lord Tensai spit the green mist in the Cena's eyes and got the Baldo bomb and the victory. And that was pretty much it. So overall, this Raw, compared to the other two, like last week and the week after, in the show before Mania, it was average. I mean, you got a good WWE title match. You had a sucky US title match. You had the Brock Lesnar interview, which was fucking awesome. What's running down your leg, Cena? It's piss. John Cena shitting his pants right now. So, again, the interview and then with the Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston. Again, Daniel Bryan was the most over guy of the night. And then Sheamus coming out to save Kofi. Thought that was a nice touch. CM Punk and Jericho announcing it was Chicago street fight. All I know is I love Jericho, but if he wins his belt, what's the fucking point? Freaking, what else? Freaking Brodus Clay and Dolph Ziggler. I love Brodus Clay and I love those dancers. They need to fucks with me. Hit my line. Do anything you can, baby. As long as I put babies in you. And Lord Tensai and Cena. I won't mention the damn tag team match ever again because it was bad. Should have never been on this TV. Should have been at least Cody Rhodes doing something. Where was The Miz? Where was Cody? Where was Drew? Where was William Regal? Miss those guys. We saw Fat Swagger, but we couldn't see Regal? It's not fair. But anyway, following up the pay-per-view with TNA of a subpar, somewhat bleh lockdown was a average ass Raw. That's all I gotta say. So this has been Ziggy, and I'm out. Skits coming soon. Look out for that. So I'm out. Peace.